All right, and now that we know the C major arpeggio, we want to learn another arpeggio right away, and we are going to take a pick out of the 7 possible chords that form the C major key. C major key is built from 7 notes. The scale is built from 7 notes, and we can build a chord from every note. So there's 7 chords in C major key, and we want to pick one of those, so we have 2 chords, and so we can have a little bit more realistic exercises as we start to play real music with everything we have learned so far. And that's why we want to learn the second arpeggio and the second chord soon. And I told you that this C major key has 7 notes and 7 chords. And we have learned the C major scale from this E shape. It's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C again. That's 1 octave of the scale. We know it already. And the trick here is that we can build a chord from every note. We have done it already from the C. As we build the arpeggio, we know that we want to have the 3rd and the 5th. So it's 1, 2, 3, that's the 3rd, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the 5th. So the chord and the arpeggio is formed when we play these 3 notes: C, E, and G. Root, 3rd, and 5th. The same formula applies to every note. Let's take the second note of the scale, D. If we go from D 3 up, 1, 2, 3, we have the 3rd of the D chord. And as you can hear, it's a minor. It should, if it would be major, it would be, but now it's, so it's minor, D minor. And then we of course want to have the 5th also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 5th. Sorry. D minor. And we could do the same from the E, F, G, and so on. And so we would get 7 chords. And we will learn all the 7 chords as this video teaching series goes on. But for now, we just take 1. And it's not going to be the D minor. Let's take a little bit more popular choice. And what's more popular is from minor chords would be A minor. So the A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's A. And it was the 6th note of the scale. So it's the 6th chord degree. 6th chord degree. It's the 6th chord of the key. C major is the 1 chord. And A minor is the 6th chord. And the 6th chord is popular, very popular, as is the 1 chord. Okay, and let's form the arpeggio. Here's the root of A minor, and we know that it has the octave over here because we know this shape. It's the octave shape when we go to B string. Otherwise it's this. But when the B string comes into picture, it's this shape, and here's the other A. We have 2 A's, 2 roots, so we can build the arpeggio around these roots. One thing to note is that we are still using the C major scale underneath that we have learned. It's the C major scale here, even though we are now dealing with the A minor chord. So this is one thing to note. We are dealing with the A minor chord, but the scale under the chord is still C major. Okay, and so here's the lowest root. It's the D string, and we are on the 7th fret. And we know that the rule is, if we want to know the 5th of the chord, we can go one down and stay on the same fret. So from the A string, here we have the 5th of the chord, which is E note. Then the 3rd of the chord we can find here, it's the C. And we all know that the C is here on the 8th fret. So we have 3, 5, root. So going the other way, if this would be a major, this form and structure would apply, but we know it's a minor. So how to make this major 3rd minor? We move it 1 fret down. Okay, now it sounds minor. But because we are here on the E form, we can't take it from here, so we have to put it on the same string. So this is the root, we put it over here. We take it with our pinky, it's the 10th fret on the D string. Okay, we had another root over here, 10th fret, B string. So the rule says that the 5th would be here, but we are on the B string, and that causes the 5th to be over here because of the different tuning of the B string. So now we have 3rd, 5th of the chord, root, we have the minor 3rd over here, 5th over here, root over here, and now when it's the minor 3rd, we are gonna take it from there. This would be major, but this is the minor 3rd. Okay, so let's do it again slowly. I will tell you the right fingers as we go on, and let's start from the 8th fret with our 2nd finger. So 2, then next string is 1, next string is 1, is our root, and next string we stay on the same string and put our pinky. Next string 3, next string 4, that's the root again, and finally next string 2, that's the 3rd of the chord. Okay, so this is the A minor. Those are a couple of ways to take the chord. So the first one was like this. I started it from the 3rd of the chord here on the 10th fret. Then there's the 9th fret on the G string, and then 10th fret with the pinky on the B string, and then with my index finger from the 8th fret I take the 3rd of the chord. So other way would be to not start from the 3rd but from the root here, and then otherwise the same notes. Those are a couple of ways to play the chord, but actually we are more interested about the arpeggio at the moment, but of course it's good to know the chord shape as well. So now I encourage you to learn where are the roots, 3rds and 5ths within this arpeggio shape, so you can recall them immediately. Roots, so those are the A notes. 3rds, 5ths. Okay, And next we will build speed so that we can play the arpeggios smoothly.